All right, thank you for watching Competing in Cornfields. I'm here with JohnMark.
Howdy.
Howdy. All right, JohnMark, do you got any people, places, or events to shout out?
Yeah, first person is my wife Naomi. Super mom to be in probably a week or two. So she's amazing. And then Capital City Jiu Jitsu here in Lincoln and Lincoln Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Shout out.
Yeah, both places I trained at for my first fight. Just great people, especially coaches and everyone that comes in to train. Up here, Art of Macias on Instagram. This guy makes insane stuff. He does like resin coats over his art now. This is amazing, but the stuff he does now is insane. He's also on Etsy. Maybe I could comment on your YouTube video, his page or whatever. But
yeah, please do.
Yeah, he's got some incredible art up there. But also my buddy Ernesto Rodriguez just signed with First Round Management. So with I think he's 3-0 now pro. He's like 2-time Cuban national champ wrestler. He's a beast. He hits people with the earth on the regular. Also, my buddy Vince Morales, he's fighting at UFC 265, so he's a beast. Then my job, White Castle, give them a shout out. They keep the lights on.
I see the trucks everywhere.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, we're all over, everywhere in Nebraska. So
everywhere in Nebraska.
Everybody
getting roofs.
AFSP, my buddies DeAndre and Shin Guy from down at Doane in college. They moved out to Arizona and got a gym started out there. So they're gonna be my first sponsor. Yeah. So everyone I got to shout out.
Yeah, there we go. I guess, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your competition experience?
Competition experience, probably all started with soccer, first off. And then I started mixed martial arts, I guess, in high school. I started wrestling. Freshman year, I wasn't trying to get into it, but then my brothers and my older brother and my family, they pretty much forced me into it, and I was like, no, I don't want to. I was just saying I didn't want to do it because I knew how hard you had to work.
Was this whenever you were in grade school?
Yeah, I was probably 14, and so I finally.
Well, that's like junior high.
Yeah, or 15 then, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, freshman year of high school.
Okay.
So I joined, and I kind of most of experience before then was my brother just easily hitting any wrestling move on me because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, I probably should learn this. So I wrestled all throughout high school, and then 5 years of college because I'm special.
Special?
Yeah, No, I got injured and, and transferred and all that.
You graduated from Doane.
At Doane, yeah.
Doane in Crete, Nebraska.
Yeah, so wrestled out there. Graduated in 2018. Coached for a year there, and then was an assistant coach, and then moved back to Vegas. Got married. Came back out here and took my first fight this year. As far as fighting goes, I've probably been I've been training probably since junior year of high school. Just I would kind of get not tired of wrestling, but just need kind of some other similar but different than wrestling, like conditioning or something. I would always be doing.
Where did you train your junior year of high school? Where was that at?
Where did I train?
Yeah.
In high school, crap. That was.
Was that an
so
MMA
many
gym?
places. I trained all over the place. My coach was okay. I don't want to badmouth anyone, but my coach was not the best coach. He wasn't always involved. He would oftentimes go do paperwork, and me and one of the assistant coaches, who was he's this awesome guy who kind of just picked it up and studied it and learned it. We would run practice, and then I would go.
What kind of school was it?
It was a big old high school, 2,500 people.
Well, is for martial arts?
Oh, for martial arts?
Wrestling?
Oh, no, I was talking about wrestling, yeah.
Oh, for wrestling.
Yeah.
This is all wrestling.
I got into martial arts, MMA, just doing it. The first place was it was some dude who was doing jiu-jitsu out of a super cheesy taekwondo place, but he was a good like I guess jiu-jitsu practitioner, but he was a good coach. He was a brown belt, I think, and I rolled with him for probably a couple years, and then I really got into MMA when I got into college. Into my freshman year, I was in Tennessee at Cumberland University. I started training with Shane Jamie. He's trained with like everybody. Like he was on The Ultimate Fighter with Misha Tate. He was like their wrestling coach, or like he was one of the coaches on there. But he just taught me the basic, like all the forget about any fancy techniques you've seen on YouTube. We're doing this all day, every day for 2 weeks till you get it down. And so
stuff that works.
Yeah, exactly. So he taught me all that, and I trained pretty much just with him in the Cumberland University's wrestling room, and then there was Guardian MMA in Lebanon, Tennessee. It's a little ways outside of Nashville. Was training there with some guys like my buddy Caleb and Aaron. They're still fighting, I think, out there. So yeah, and then pretty much when I was going to Dome, I went to Southside Boxing like 2 or 3 times to help my buddy Kevin when he was fighting.
Kevin Coughlin.
No, Kevin Corbett. He was a
Kevin Corbett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kevin Corbett.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're friends. I have his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he trained at Lincoln Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu back in the day.
I went with him.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there is Kevin Coughlin.
Yeah.
You know, the Irish MMA fighter.
Yep. So yeah, he. I was helping him with like a fight or two, and so I would go train where he would, like at Lincoln Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Southside and stuff. So when I came out here, that's the first place Naomi and I went, was out there. Not to Southside, but yeah. So then Capital City, Lincoln Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is where I was training for my first fight.
Yeah, and I'm meaning to cut you off. Did you say that like you and an assistant coach like basically taught yourself wrestling?
Yeah, I YouTube is pretty much the way. I mean, I've been lucky to have a coach that instilled the basics. Like my freshman year, it was just the hardcore basics of wrestling, positioning, and like you work on these 3 things this whole tournament, and then you're pretty much only allowed to hit these few moves, and like taught us the basics. And then a lot of coaching every year. I've had, out of my 10 years of wrestling, I had 8 coaches. So it was just always someone different. So I was just watching YouTube, watching Flow Wrestling, Kyle Dake and David Taylor and all the people around my weight, and just learning, watching them how to scramble, and yeah, just going at it with my buddy Carlos. He's a beast. He got like second at the high roller tournament, and he's gotten a lot of good jiu-jitsu tournaments. But we were pretty much just go balls to the wall back in the day because no one else was really that good at our high school. But yeah,
you think that's the thing with the South? Because like I feel bad now. Like I started wrestling my freshman year whenever I moved to Nebraska, and I moved here from South Carolina, and I thought that we could punch and kick whenever I went to my first wrestling practice. No joke. Like I didn't see it on TV or nothing.
Did you go one at someone?
I didn't. No. I figured it out quick. Like I watched for like a little bit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah. So I went to high school in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So I moved out.
And wrestling is more prevalent out there.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say it's kind of even between like where I know about
like the
East,
South
like
and Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'd say it's right now. Vegas has gotten a lot bigger with both fighting and wrestling. I know there's like some kid who's going for like the world. He's on the world team right now for wrestling. There's a bunch of beasts out there. Yeah, I forgot, honestly, the biggest influence, mixed martial arts influence, was when I when I started dating my wife. We've known each other a while. I was going to this gym with Tony Freakland. He fought like Anderson Silva and Kung Lee and a bunch of people. We were going to his gym and just going 2.5 hours a day training all the time. And I was like, oh, I didn't know she did MMA. And so, but that place I was training with Vince Morales. He's a 135er 145er in the UFC, and then Shino Van Hoos. There were a bunch of other guys, Mo and Soslin, some dudes from I think like Tajikistan. They were intense. But yeah, training there, that really changed. That I was like, yeah, I definitely want to fight because we started training at like the UFC PI and stuff. Because Vince can like sign people in. He can sign in whoever he needs for a training partner.
You train there?
Yeah, so he can.
How was it?
It's awesome. It's super fun, especially like I walk into the locker room. I go and open the door, and I like look up, and like Francis Ngannou was just like standing there, and I was just like looking at him. I was like, oh god, and I like walked in, and then he like, hello, and I was like, oh hey, how's it going? He was like, good. How are you? And I'm like, oh, he's gonna make me talk to him. It was insane. I was like, oh shit. But
how big is he in person?
He's huge, and there's a bunch of people that were like big guys in wrestling who like fight or train at like Extreme Couture out there, and like that guy who hit him in the body, he's on like the Ultimate Fighter or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Ryder.
Yeah.
Like that guy is huge, and Francis is just giant compared to him. It's insane.
Right.
It's so crazy. But yeah, saw like Wei Lee there. I rolled without knowing it. I rolled with Martin Campman.
Yeah.
I didn't even like realize it until like later that after I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I was like, what the heck? He kicked our asses. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just training with Vince out there. That Tony kind of got me back into like just the grittiness of just really needing to. I had just kind of stopped competing or not just competing, but training after college, like wrestling, and I needed to get back into that. And then Vince really like kind of the strategy of fighting just like kind of got me like excited to go watch YouTube videos and like go practice a move again, because that had been dead in wrestling for a year, like a couple of years. Like I just had no more like excitement for wrestling. But like yeah, then training there really got me going, especially just when you're training. Like you see Wei Lee over there kicking pads, and you're like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. I kind of feel that too. Like that's another question I was gonna ask you. Like, why do you keep like competing day in and day out in the room? Whenever like or you said you went 5 years in college, no eligibility, stuff like that. Like, why do you keep competing? I think it's the same reason that I do. Like, it's just because like I couldn't just go to the gym and lift weights every day. Like whenever football was done for me, I was I need something.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but,
go for it.
Yeah. It's
why
like,
do you keep competing?
For me, I think it's a lot of there's like it's not that I'm like, it's not like a violence, like just some unnecessary violence. I think that's just part of being like a human. Like there's like a certain, but like I don't know. It's a lot of getting the violence out, I think, in me. And it's not even in like I'm just looking for people to beat up or something. It's just that there is violence, like, and it's kind of like, I don't know, when my wife and I were watching bare knuckle boxing and stuff, and then we were watching just bare knuckle, we were watching some 4v4 free-for-all fight of these dudes in the desert just beating the crap out of each other, and I was like, there's something just like oddly like beautiful about like just these, none of them knew at all about fighting, and they were just going at it. I'm just like, it's like kind of like weird, but I don't know. It's kind of that aspect, but also just it does keep me from going crazy. I'm a lot different at home when I'm practicing and I'm preparing for something, and I'm using my body for what I think I'm supposed to be doing, but definitely is some sort of combat, I think, of martial art combat, hand-to-hand something.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like every day, like no matter if I'm just going hard with like some weights or something like that, or going hard in the gym, I got to break out of my shell of bull crap, and then I can go like start being my actual self.
Yep.
To where I'm not like stressed.
Yeah.
I'm, like not a crazy person.
It really is kind of just like some days you sit there and work out way longer, and it's like you're just kind of getting the cloud out of the way, and then once it's gone, it's like, oh, hey, I'm actually here now. Like I'm actually, definitely, especially, and when you go your whole life playing football or wrestling or boxing or doing anything, bowling, if you're using that energy or that mental energy or anything to do that for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and then you just stop, and now you're just working and then coming home and doing push-ups and pull-ups and then taking care of the house, and then I'm making dinner and going on a date. Like that's all fun and stuff, but you were doing way different, like for your whole life. Like you were raised different than that. Like I think that I'll always I might not fight for like a long, like until I'm just
Right.
old and stuff. But I'll always be that dude who's just in there, just grinding it out, just going hard, having fun.
Yeah, I'm that dude. I don't think I'm gonna fight anymore, but I do like to, like train martial arts and all that
it's
kind of
fun
stuff.
just to go to practice or just
Oh,
just
yeah.
to go spar, or just even if it's not just drilling, hanging out with the people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's another big part, I think, was it's probably like the camaraderie of everything, because I was training at multiple gyms, and a lot of what I was doing was here because I'd come home for lunch and just train here, or I'd have to work on the trailer or something, and I don't have time to go to a gym or something. But pretty much everywhere at like Lincoln Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Capital City, everyone there is awesome. Everyone was pretty much like, essentially like, how can I help you? Like, oh, and the coaches are like make sure if you're not fighting, you're really helping people to like get ready for your fight. That was
sacrificing
awesome.
your bodies.
Yeah.
Not like as in those people aren't gonna be like ridiculous punching hard.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I mean, you are going to like.
Yeah.
Perhaps let them win.
Exactly.
Be a good
that goes a long
partner
way.
about stuff like that.
Yeah.
For confidence. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Okay, so let's say that Bruce Buffer is announcing you.
Cool.
He asks, what style of fighting are you? What do you say?
At my fight, I said wrestler just because I am a wrestler, but I honestly avoid wrestling, especially just because it kind of like, I don't like being tired. Like, I could wrestle for forever, but like, I don't like being tired. I honestly now I'd say like a freestyle fighter pretty much.
Yeah.
Just because I can, if I watch something on YouTube, I will hit it at practice, and I might not hit it perfectly, but if I'm hitting it next to a mirror with a coach, I'll be hitting it perfect in no time. Like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like that's like Naomi.
You're that kind of
wife,
learner.
I'm
you're that kind of learner.
My wife will like read about something.
I gotta have it
just,
done to me and other stuff.
Yeah. My wife has to like have it like, it's more like studying for her, like read about it and be like, oh, okay, let me go hit it on him. And then she throws me, and I'm like, oh, well, I showed you how. And she's like, yeah, but that's not how I work. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, I'm glad that I can just look. Maybe now it's a lot better because of social media and videos, access to just being able to see anything you want. Just go learn how to do anything. That's probably good.
I wanted to what I was like hinting at kind of is like there's crazy levels to wrestling. Like, I'm not saying that person or that you fought in your first fight was a better wrestler than you, but isn't it like they're crazy different and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only better levels but different levels.
Yeah.
To wrestling, to where like I mean like I might be somewhat okay at wrestling. I wouldn't call myself a wrestler just because like, there's people who make me look like I never wrestled a day in my life.
It's and the thing about wrestling is the different like styles, or like you teach someone who just has the capability. You just teach someone who's never wrestled, but like Francis Ngannou, how to hit a perfect sprawl and spin around. Like, it's over. Like, all he needs is that one.
Well, I think that Stipe took a terrible shot on
That's
that.
true. That's
I think,
true.
but all props to Francis.
If you teach someone how to really get their leg back and a whizzer, and essentially what you were working on with Jesse before his fight at the Pinnacle Bank, you pretty much did that. Once you learn how to do that, and you're going against a wrestler, and they grab, or if you're a wrestler and you grab someone's leg and they pull away and they're not supposed to know anything about wrestling, and then they hit you with a 1-2, you're like, oh shit, like, maybe I should start taking Ben Askren belly flop shots. I don't know.
Right.
maybe I need to get in there, but yeah. As far as like my match goes with my opponent, it was just, I don't think I was worried enough about him holding me there, because I was just like, okay, he's holding me here, cool. But as soon as we hit the floor, I flipped right over and I showed him how to wrestle. Yeah, literally flipped over. Yeah. And I knew he was going to go for the throw. That's one thing that I used to do in college. I was watching a bunch of my videos. I would let people just get like the most like simple, on my part, ugliest takedowns, and then just like kick them over. Like, I don't know if you watch like Bo Nickel or any of those guys.
Yeah.
letting people have you dead to rights and doing a kick flip or something.
Well, that happened.
I love doing that.
Like in your match or in your fight, it looked like there was a magnificent lateral drop.
Yeah.
It looked like you landed straight on your head.
Yep. And
I don't know if that was true,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I know that you did reversal him.
Yeah.
You did reverse it.
That's one thing I do actually is, especially like I don't take the force of the throw.
It wasn't on your head, right?
It's like it's almost like you know what a Granby is in wrestling when you roll on your shoulders and your head. I try and land in that way, or maybe on a shoulder with my arm there, so that I can get in that position on my head or the back of my head and bridge and jump out like in high school. Endo, hey, what you doing, boy? Crazy dogs. But yeah, I did know he was gonna try and throw me, and I did know I was watching like some of his other matches. I knew I would be able to pretty much beat him off the ground. So I hate it when you watch back on a match or a fight and you're like, oh, I should have done that. Well, I had the time of my life. I'll tell you that.
Well,
no
yeah, I
regrets
mean,
for that.
that was a close decision.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
It was.
Yeah.
So I rewatched
that was
it.
Awesome.
I doubled his strikes and I got the only takedown. So I won the fight. I know I lost the decision, but I won the fight. Same thing. Same as Diaz. I won the fight. So
yeah.
He didn't go home and tell everyone he won the fight. That's for sure. He said,
right.
Yeah.
On paper. Yeah.
They raised my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, but much respect to your opponent.
Oh, he's a beast. He just beat the crap out of some dude.
I saw that. I follow him on
earth.
Instagram now. Yeah. The Serbian Airlines.
Yeah, one thing, he is cool, but when he took the fight, it was like 4 weeks out, and I asked, like, do you want to go 160? And they said, no, like, they were like, no, it has to be 155, so it's 158. Like, they were being hard asses. I was like, okay. And then the day of, I'm sitting there eating strawberries with my feet kicked up in a hot bath, 157, feeling fine, about to have a pound meal because I can weigh 158. And then they call, and or Train calls me, and he's telling me like, like you're gonna be 158 like the whole day. Like this guy's being a hard ass. You guys have to make weight. And then I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm like already on weight. And then after I've made weight, sitting there at 157, Train calls me again, or maybe it was it might have been
Henry.
Nick. Yeah, it might have been Henry. Sorry. He called me and then was like, oh, so apparently this guy's coming in at like 160. And I'm like, oh, okay, of course. Like, I didn't care. I was like, that's fine. I should ask for his money for sure, but
yeah,
I didn't even think of it.
Give me
honestly,
some of the ticket sales.
I was just so excited. Like, it was the time of my life.
Dude.
I'm not one of those guys who's like, I'm going to be a champ. I'm going to be triple champ, quadruple champ. Like, no, I like to fight. Just to, like, I'm not like, again, not to be a douche or anything, but like, I like to fight just to like, because fighting is fun. It's kind of like it's what I'm good at. It's like I want nothing more than to win. Like I don't want to fucking go out there and just lose. But But as long as I'm proud of myself and I know that the other person doesn't want to fight me again, or maybe they're crazy and they like me and they do. Like they'd love to get in that thing.
You would like to get that one back?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. One thing that I want to do is fight someone who's like a good friend. Like I have a lot of friends who we just beat the shit out of each other when we're sparring.
Yeah.
And that'd be fun just to beat the shit out of each other.
What about if they're like lasting effects? What about if they're like lasting effects?
Like personal, like relationship effects?
Forever, yeah.
Oh, there wouldn't be with me. I don't know. If I lost, I'd be like, cool. Like I'd be like, all right.
Well, yeah.
But,
I mean, you
that
you
would
might
suck.
not have the ego.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. And the other person might. That would suck. That's prevalent in fighting. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. But I was super hyped during your walkout, Primus.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love that song.
Mud.
My Name is Mud. Yeah. Oh man, I was wilding out during that.
Kissed him upside the cranium with that aluminum baseball bat.
Exactly. Do you have any future plans or anything that you know?
We're.
How do you see things going?
We're expecting here. My wife and I are here in a couple weeks. I mean, it could be it's any time now. So.
Right.
But once we get our feet under us there, now that I got my ingrown toenails ripped out, I can train again. So I'm hoping to. There's a fight out in Arizona. If some of my with Dynasty Combat Sports, that's who my fight was with. If I could get some of my buddies out there to like go with me, and if I could like figure everything out with my work and stuff, that'd be fun to go out there and do that. But besides that, I really want to get back into the Pinnacle Bank Arena for sure. I know there's fights that they put on fights all the time, and I'm not looking for no long camps. I pretty much
not August 14th anyway.
No, not that soon. They did ask me if I wanted to fight, but just with the baby, I gotta focus. Gotta focus on that. But I think my wife was born to be a mama. She knows everything about it, and she's just absolutely amazing as far as child care goes and everything. So she's gonna teach me, and we're gonna have it under our belts, and then I'm gonna go knock someone out, hopefully.
That's right. If that Dynasty card is next year, like there's a real strong possibility I'll be there too, in Arizona.
Heck yeah.
Caroline's parents live in Albuquerque, and we normally go out there like once a year. So.
Okay, would that be next year?
In 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait.
Or wait.
What? Where are we now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where are we? Whoa,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
2022.
Okay. That makes more sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
Well, wait. When is the Arizona card going to be?
I don't know. I thought that it might have been.
I thought it'd be next year.
Maybe I'm just being dumb.
I have no idea. I think.
Rewind.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
kidding.
Anyways.
I think Christian told me something about possibly next year, or maybe he said this
Yeah.
year. I don't remember. But I guess if it's after October this year, I can probably go.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
that'd be awesome.
I do like to go to the Southwest. I've only been a couple times.
Yeah, and that's where that gym I was talking about that my buddies opened up down there. They're a performance gym. They're exceptional track athletes, so that's kind of their focus. But yeah, any of my buddies, I know I have a few friends in Arizona and stuff. They need to check that out. But if we were to go down there, that'd be perfect. Arizona would be fun, especially if I can get some of my friends, like some high school like wrestling buddies, and then my buddy Ernesto I told you about. They fight out in Arizona every now and then, so that'd be
They
cool.
would fight. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, there's a lot of buddies from Southwest Las Vegas who are fighting. Like a few of them, and from like the years that I was in high school, there's all kinds of Jordan Levitt's in the UFC, and Ryder Newman was on the Ultimate Fighter. And then did you watch that? Did you see Jalen Bates hit that armbar in Bellator this weekend? I can't remember what's his name. Can't remember what his fight name is, but that shit was sick. There's a lot of beasts coming out of Southwest Las Vegas, so about to be one of
definitely.
them.
That's right.
About to show out
That's right. Yeah,
eventually.
for sure. Well, you got any other shout outs?
Not really. Was trying to think of maybe someone. As far as like the immediate area of Lincoln, and I don't know if you got some pets, but Vondra Vet Clinic, they've taken care of me since I was like.
Where are they at?
And my dog, I think they're out on. I think it's Saltillo, out past 77 on Saltillo. Since I was in college with my dog, anything that ever happened or any problem, even my roommates, they took good care of us. So yeah.
Kitties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I have 2 kitties and 7 chickens.
Oh dude.
Well, four
I need to come
four
meet
actually.
the chickens.
4 chickens. Oh yeah, for sure.
And he needs to get used to some chickens too. So
Yeah, for sure.
we'll keep her away from
Anytime.
it.
Yeah, just North Lincoln.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, definitely. Thanks a lot, John Mark.
All right. Thank you, sir.
We will do it again sometime.
All right.
Hopefully,